Say hello to the Backbone One, the ultimate mobile gaming controller for iPhone and Android. Playing your favorite cloud titles and mobile games are even easier now with this compact and sleek gaming attachment. And to give you an even better gaming experience, we're going to pair this with one of the top cloud gaming platforms, GeForce NOW. The Backbone One is a compact gaming attachment for smartphones. Once installed, your mobile device is transformed into a makeshift handheld very similar to the Nintendo Switch. Its compact design and simple installation make it perfect for travel, and the equipment needed to play can fit all in the palm of your hand. The Backbone is essentially two products, a gaming controller and an app that links all your favorite cloud gaming platforms into one place, a lot like a Roku for gaming. The Backbone makes installation super easy with only requiring 3 steps to use. Of course, you'll need a Backbone controller and a compatible mobile device. The controller is compatible with almost all iPhone models, but they provide you with a compatibility list on their website, so make sure to check that before purchasing. I'm using the iPhone 14, and this is important to know because for those who have the iPhone 13 and 14 models, including the Pro Max series, you must have the rubber adapter, which makes the phone fit much easier than without. For those of you who have the new iPhone 15 or an Android phone, you must order the Backbone Gen 2 as these use a USB-C connection. You won't need an adapter, but this means if your Android phone does not have a USB-C port, you will not be able to use the Backbone controller. If you already have a Backbone controller and don't have the adapter, Backbone will send you one completely free of charge. The Backbone has a simple but effective design and utilizes a strong set of springs in order to expand and contract for installation. So while it is possible to play without it, you run the risk of damaging your phone or having the exposed lightning male connector bending or breaking off inside of your phone while connected. I'm using the PlayStation edition of the controller, which is the exact same as the original Gen 1 model except for its white color and PlayStation button layout. To install, first attach the rubber adapter tightly to your Backbone controller. Then match the female lightning port on your phone to the male lightning insert on your Backbone controller. I find it the easiest to nestle the front camera end of my phone into the left port, then while matching the other end, slowly allow the two parts to meet until they are fitted together properly. At this point, the controller is ready to be used. Once you're comfortable with installation, download the Backbone app on your device and make an account. You have the option of subscribing to Backbone Plus, which is a premium membership which gives you access to special offers such as discounts as well as other benefits. It is about $40 per year, which may be a bit pricey for some, but it does come with some great features. What stuck out to me the most is that you'll get 50% off new Backbone products and accessories, the ability to play on any screen like your PC, Mac, or iPad, and the ability to live stream directly to Twitch or YouTube. GeForce NOW is one of the top cloud gaming platforms available. On top of boasting one of the largest cloud gaming libraries on the market, it offers a few choices for subscription plans depending on your needs and commitment. There are 3 plans currently available: the free tier, the priority tier, and the ultimate tier. Looking more closely at the GeForce NOW free tier, I played a round of Fortnite, one of the most popular free-to-play games in the world. I also added the real-time footage of my gaming session in the bottom right corner, so you can see exactly what it's like to play with the controller. Many of you may think that GeForce NOW's free tier is the way to go because of the no cost, but there are a couple things to keep in mind. The 2 main hurdles with the free tier are the queue times and the fact that you're limited to 1-hour gaming sessions. I'm sure you all have heard about how long these queue times can be. I had to wait for over 190 people ahead of me to get in before I could, and this is somewhat on the low end compared to peak hours. In addition, that 1-hour session can sneak up on you in the middle of your game, and you have to start all over again in the queues once it ends. We've played Fortnite on the Backbone before, so my gameplay went pretty well for the most part. I did deal with some latency issues. There was some serious stuttering in a couple of my matches, however Fortnite was more than playable. This is the main reason why we always recommend playing on a strong 5G Wi-Fi connection, as you're unable to play through a wired connection like a PC. Using the Backbone is different than even playing with a Bluetooth controller. It will take a bit of time and practice to get used to the feel of the button layouts and the feel of the controller. The screen is also much smaller than a PC monitor or a television, so it's not as easy to see enemies, especially those very far away from you. However, I will say the free tier is a viable option to play Fortnite on GeForce NOW, but I would recommend upgrading to at least a priority tier to skip wait times. With time and practice, I believe some of you will find yourself more willing to play on the Backbone due to how easy it is to get started and play. I also tested 5 other games to see how well the backbone would perform with GeForce NOW through a variety of game genres. Even in a game as vast and intricate as Starfield, I didn't have any issues with latency or stuttering. Aiming with the backbone was a bit sensitive, but that's a simple correction which can be made in the in-game menu. Playing with the backbone controller brought back memories of me playing older games like this on my favorite handheld when I was younger. Battlefield 2042 performed well as our choice for an FPS. We played through the EA Play launcher, which was previously Origin. Launching my session was the same as Steam or Xbox Game Pass, the only difference is logging into the EA Play launcher. Playing a match of Redacted Conquest, my team completely dominated, however I did face some of the same issues as I did in Fortnite. I didn't deal with any latency issues, however seeing enemies in Battlefield is already difficult, and playing on the smaller phone screen made it that much harder. Playing on a smaller screen didn't keep me from having a solid match, and playing Battlefield on the backbone ended up being completely fine. However, it did take some getting used to before I was able to be really competitive. These are a few clips from our dominant game.
We are initiating an attack on Charlie 1.
Genshin Impact took a bit of finesse to get going. From the Backbone app, Genshin doesn't have a link to GeForce NOW. I can only get to it in the GeForce NOW menu through another game. To do so, find a game that is connected to the GeForce NOW library. Once you're in the launch menu, press the back arrow to access your main library. From here you can use the search bar to find Genshin Impact and launch your session. Once you're in the game's main menu, you will access the Hoyoverse platform and then sign into your account. The game also doesn't immediately recognize the backbone controller's button inputs. The default is set to keyboard, so you must use the touchscreen to access the settings menu, and then from here you'll switch to controller. Like the other games I've tested, Genshin Impact plays very well. No latency, I didn't even notice any input lag, and even with all the animations from the character's elemental powers, they never seem grainy. Cyberpunk 2077 was probably the most demanding game I tested. I did notice a major difference in the quality from the videos we've made previously on the channel. The gap between 4K and 1080p was clear. Although the aesthetic of the game wasn't stellar, it didn't take away from its performance. I personally haven't played Cyberpunk very much, so there was a bit of a learning curve for me. I was able to move around Night City and interact with the environment seamlessly, but I definitely need some practice. I did however have the same experience with Cyberpunk as I did with Starfield. With more practice and experience, I now would have a better time playing the game, as it became more fun as I played through my session. For all you Cyberpunk veterans, if you can look past the less than stellar graphics, playing on a backbone controller is definitely a viable option. Overall, the Backbone 1 controller and GeForce NOW are a great tandem. Initially, there is a lot of setup. You need to sign in and link multiple accounts, and some games require some finessing to get started. Playing on a smaller screen does take some time to get used to, and there are some other points that I will make for Backbone in a more in-depth before you buy. That being said, if you are looking for a great option to play your favorite mobile games and hundreds of AAA titles on your favorite cloud platforms, the Backbone 1 is one of the best options you can choose. GeForce NOW has proven itself time and time again to be one of the best gaming platforms on the market. Playing mobily is seamless, and GeForce NOW makes it easy for players to get the most out of their gaming experience. For those more interested in GeForce NOW, we have an entire playlist dedicated to the platform, so take the time out to check out these videos for more information. We will have more content involving the Backbone in mobile games soon. So if you are interested and there are any games you'd like us to cover, let us know in the comments down below. If you like this overview of the Backbone 1 controller with GeForce NOW, give us a like. Also make sure to join as a member of the channel or join our Patreon and our Discord in the link below. Above all else, make sure to subscribe to keep it locked in right here at the only place where you can do battle on gaming heaven, Cloud Gaming Battle.